This whole wetland that the city has put over Dingle Creek is just wonderful. It's trapping all the sediment and erosion that's coming off the road. It's not going into the river. It reduces our costs for cleaning up the water. And you know, sediment is the #1 pollutant into the French Broad River. So this is just a great project. We look forward to many more of those. We're looking at Ross Creek, we're looking at Hominy. There's real opportunity out there to partner and help clean up the water.
This project was a great opportunity for us to partner with the state and some funding that was available through the Clean Water Management Trust Fund. And additionally with a downstream property owner, the Ramble, or Biltmore Farms, who had shown a very high interest in improving water quality. We had just invested in completing a study of the Dingle Creek watershed. And that watershed upstream has a lot of impervious surface.
If you look at it, we took a stream that was very urbanized. And certainly this project helps to remove any impairments going along Dingle Creek. So it is that watershed, but also we got to keep in mind that Dingle Creek runs into the French Broad River, which certainly flows throughout our community. So that is one positive aspect. It's preventing those pollutants from entering the French Broad River also.
So being able to make that improvement in that location was justified through data collection and through engineering analysis. It really was an opportunity that came together from several different sources. We're seeing now in Public Works the only way we can make significant changes is through partnerships with our neighbors, with the state, and it is finding those sources of money that make a difference and are important to all of our quality of life issues.
The Oakley Police Resource Center was a great opportunity for the college and the city to collaborate for something that would be of mutual benefit to our local community. AB Tech is always looking for opportunities to work with partners on various projects, and the Oakley substation was just that, a great opportunity whereby our carpentry program had built a modular home. It was a live project that was done through the college, and knowing that we had this modular home that we were looking to place and locate, the stars aligned, and it was a perfect fit.
The principles of both LEED, Healthy Build, Energy Star, these are core principles that the new construction management are going. And as our new mandates of energy efficiency are coming in, and also to keep the construction costs, this home came out to about $105, which is within the same cost of what conventional homes that are not built to those standards are now.
The city goes out of its way every chance it can to talk with other government agencies and nonprofits and for-profits to collaborate and work together so that we can synergize what we do for the citizen.
We have, and we've always had, a very close relationship with the Oakley neighborhood, the Oakley area. And I know when we talked about the condition of the home, we got a lot of feedback from citizens saying, we want you to stay here. So we took that into consideration because we have that close relationship. We have a fire department there, we have a Parks and Rec facility, so it makes a little city core there that people are comfortable with, used to, and I think they really enjoy our presence there.
This was a great opportunity for us. It was a good example of a public-private partnership where we were able to get grant funds from the Division of Air Quality to retrofit these fire engines with these diesel oxidation catalysts. And actually our Citizens Advisory Committee for the WNC Regional Air Quality Agency was very instrumental in this. They came up with the idea for the project, secured support from the local fire departments, including the city of Asheville, and really got the whole project going.
They wanted to reach out into something new, and it's the very first time that this has been done in the Southeast where fire trucks have been retrofitted to reduce emissions. So they reached out to the Buncombe County Fire Marshal's office and said, we would like to partner with you to upgrade some of your older vehicles that produce a lot of emissions when they're traveling to emergencies. The city of Asheville was able to get 4 of our vehicles. There were 10 vehicles that were outfitted in Buncombe County. Of those 10, 4 were right here in the city of Asheville. And so what that really has done for the city of Asheville and the Asheville Fire Department is taken our 4 oldest vehicles that produce the greatest emissions and reduce those emissions by 50%. So now they are in line with our newer vehicles that have the cleaner emission standards that came out in 2008.
The older engines are on the road for a long time, and the fine particles and the other pollution that they emit are pretty significant for us. So we were really pleased that we could install these devices.
This has really helped us achieve City Council's goals of reducing our carbon footprint, strengthening and enhancing regional partnerships to get that done. This is a great example of how our community has come together with multiple partners to really improve and make an impact on our carbon footprint and our air quality right here in Asheville.
People in our neighborhood really are recycling, and I'm thinking that somewhere about 75–85%.
We do live in a community that's very concerned about the quality of life issues and is on the front line of taking action to improve quality of life. One of the ways we can do that is by increasing our recycling and decreasing the amount of waste that we take to our landfills. In our city, about 80% of the people recycle. So we knew that starting with an initiative that could help increase the amount of things, or the amount that can be recycled, would be an important initiative, and one that we felt like would be successful with our community. One of the ways of doing that was to be able to create a single stream recycling program. So we did select to work with 4 different neighborhood associations and evaluate how well the program would work. It is our first step in trying to improve recycling. We hope to be able to improve recycling in the future by putting in recycling containers downtown, increasing our recycling programs in public housing, in our recreational centers. But we felt like it was an important first step, especially because we had such a high percentage of people in Asheville that wanted to recycle.
I've gotten some really positive feedback from the community about the single stream program. They're able to put all of their recyclables in one blue cart now. They no longer have to separate out their materials. They've got a bigger container to put all the material in, and they're excited about that opportunity. Right now we have 770 homes that are participating in the pilot. We're collecting data from the residents now. We've surveyed them, we're getting their feedback on the program, and we're looking at what tweaks or changes we need to make to the program to be able to roll it out citywide.
It would be nice to see it citywide, and it makes you feel better. You're doing something for the community.
Buncombe County was like a lot of places where there was a real fascination with stock car racing, and then 1960 a group turned the old Carrier Field into a speedway, and racing is something that has very deep roots in this community. And so it really became, I think, particularly for working class people in this area, something that really spoke to them on a powerful cultural level.
But the story actually begins, obviously, back when the track closed. The Asheville Buncombe Library System conducted an oral history project where they went out and collected the stories of the drivers, the fans, their family members, the pit crews, anyone who was really involved with racing in Western North Carolina, specifically at the new Asheville Speedway. And their stories were fabulous. And that was a spark. It helped a lot of people understand that there was a culture here. This was of historic value, and I'm sure that was one of the impetuses behind having a memorial to remember the significant chunk of Asheville history that occurred down on the river.
And so for some time, the Speedway Committee had been thinking about a way to commemorate, pay homage to the to the race car drivers and the fans.
And when we got together, everyone at one table, and started to build this partnership with one goal in mind, it became clear that this was something that we could achieve. But we couldn't achieve it without the help, both in terms of just sheer support and also financial support from individuals who gave as little as $1 to significant contributions from individuals and organizations, as well as contributions from the city and the county. But together, this partnership helped us make this dream come true and establish that memorial down on the river.
We've gotten great feedback from the community. In fact, every time we go out there to check on the memorial itself to make sure it's holding up, there's always people milling around the memorial, reading the interpretive plaques and looking at the imagery and commenting to us on how nice it turned out.
We were overwhelmed by the size of the crowd that turned out and how powerfully emotional it was. I mean, there were smiles, there were tears, there was laughter, and there were some somber moments. We realized that this is a significant memorial and it means a lot to many people in Asheville.